I oftentimes wonder what it was like to be an apostle, to be a disciple of Jesus. I can imagine them sitting around the home of, let's say, Peter and just talking, and Jesus would be sharing. Well, imagine one day Jesus says, "Hey, let's go for a boat ride." The guy said, "Hey, that's great, that's great." And so they all run out and they get in a boat and let's go over in this direction. And so they're kind of rowing, they're probably talking, having a good time. And then all of a sudden, they realize where they're going. They're going to the opposite side of the Sea of Galilee, to the land of the Gerasenes, to the Gentiles. And there was word that there was a crazy man there, so crazy that he took all of his clothes off and was jumping around on stones and just shouting out and terrorizing everyone. People would try to hold him with chains to hold him down in his hands and in his feet, and he'd break the chains. And he was a terror, so that anybody who wanted to walk around the Sea of Galilee just couldn't do it because of this terrorizing man. And the apostles are looking up, and Jesus is saying, "Let's go right over to where he is." And I can imagine them rowing and kind of rowing a little bit slower and slower as they went along. And Jesus lands right in front of this man. Here he is, not probably a stitch of clothes on him, yelling, shouting, dirty, all kinds of terrible things happening. And Jesus lands the boat, and I can see the apostles kind of cowering in the back of the boat. And he walks and he confronts this terrible, terrorizing man. He said, "What's your name?" And he says, "We're Legion," because Satan was filled with this man. And Jesus came and drove Satan out of this man. We've all seen these movies on the life of Jesus, and yet it seems they always pass over this scene that I think Cecil B. DeMille could have made a great scene. Imagine 2,000 pigs on the side of a hill suddenly filled with the Spirit that drives them headlong into the sea where they all drowned. And then there's this man sitting quietly, clothed, coming to his senses, a new man. The point of the story, well, many points I'd imagine, but the real power says the Jesus we believe in is a Jesus without fear. He's a man who's a God of great courage. So you and I, in our own situations of fear and confusion, not knowing where we're going and what we're going to do, always have in Jesus Christ our strength and our confidence in the midst of fear.